waste these precious days till the pain subsides.
It's April now. Cory and I are back at the cabin, and this weekend was fairly productive. We're excited to show you our progress. We often get comments from people saying that we should have a road built to our cabin so we can drive out there. But we could have built the cabin right to the right-hand side of this frame where those logs are if we wanted to. But we chose to be back in the woods, away from the yard, a little farther from the road, and in our own little space. And so far we really do like it, even with the challenge of being back in the woods. To us, it's worth it. Last weekend I was not here, but Cory and the kids came and they put in the tongue and groove in the bedroom area, at least a big chunk of it. And I am blown away by how beautiful it is and how much it just changes this room. We're gonna put in some insulation where it needs to be filled in here, and then probably finish off this bedroom for tongue and groove. Then, I mean, there's a lot we can do this weekend, but I think that's where we're gonna start. Before we are able to put the paneling the rest of the way in for the bedroom here, we have to kind of figure out how we're gonna do the wires and the fan. So this is our mini baby HVAC system. So we're probably gonna chop that tube right about there, and then we have this little guy that'll sit up in here like that. So we'll have to chop that a little bit shorter, and then we're gonna need another wire to go up through the hole and into the loft, because we are going to put some lights up in the crease of the house, in the roof ceiling. So we need the wire to go through the loft to wire those lights in up there. There's a chance it could rain tonight, and on the way here it looked like it was gonna rain, but now the skies are blue, so we are taking our chances. Oh, it does kind of look dark over there, I guess. Wow, that was really bad. Don't do this how I do it, apparently. Kind of having a day, so bear with me. Let's all just be really nice to Jody today.
Ready?
Yes. I really wanted like a hobbit door. We talked about a few different doors for in here because it's gonna be tight no matter which way you do it, but I've always kind of wanted like a rounded door. I keep calling it a hobbit door, but I actually don't know if that's hobbit. Is that hobbit themed? Hobbit style? I want a rounded door, so Cory made a mark here. Probably put the paneling across here and then just cut out the rounded how we want it to be. But is it gonna open this way or is it gonna open
Probably that way.
this way? What if we had it open out? So I feel like it's just gonna take up space having it open. Or have like the hinge be able to open like extreme, like more than 90 degrees. Like,
Yeah.
you know, is that a thing?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's what most doors do. Well, that's all. Thanks for listening to my door talk. We paused the wall that we were just working on with the arch door because personally I think it's important to finish this tonight. When we put the bed down, I'm tired of like having to worry about the the rock wool insulation when we're like laying in bed and trying not to get it on everything. We're gonna get this little tiny sliver finished and then just complete this wall as much as possible so that the bed no longer has insulation around it. Hopefully we can get the kids' loft areas to be at the same point soon. Interesting.
Freehanding a circle, unless you've got a 3-inch circle laying around somewhere.
I like your circle better.
So 3-inch pipe, these little wings compress. So if you drill a 3-inch circle, we might have to, yeah, it'll hold it in place.
Okay.
Should be real slick.
That turned out so nice. That's the vent hole. That's our little HVAC system. So if you haven't watched previous videos, that pipe thingy tube thing goes up to the top, to the peak of the cabin. And there's a little fan, a 12-volt fan, that is going to suck air from upstairs, blow it down here to bring the warm air down here and circulate air. We think it might help just a little bit when it's really hot in the peak and it's really cool down here.
So here's the pump turn on.
The fan's there and it's pumping air. It's sucking and blowing, right? Sucking from upstairs, blowing downstairs.
Yep.
So
it's bi-directional.
Okay,
so
so
we
we
can
go
actually
either
take
way.
this air and go up there too. Are you gonna nail this one on, or are you going bird watching?
I can nail it on. Cory, how's the cabin build going?
It's coming along quite smoothly. We're gonna be out of boards. If we wanted to stay hard at it tonight, we'd be out tonight.
Yeah. Out meaning like we don't have any more boards here.
Like run
but
out here.
But we have more at home.
That's right. Huh?
Doesn't it look like something's been working on the nest? It looks bigger.
I guess I haven't noticed the nest before.
I pointed it out to you before.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, it was considerably smaller.
Do you think it's a squirrel nest or a bird
I
nest?
think it's a squirrel's nest.
A squirrel's nest? I think so too. We're using the 2x4 to pry the board down because it's so warped. You have to push it down. Okay, so I'm gonna be the...
Are you gonna explain our differences of opinion or not?
No, that's for us. we didn't have different opinions. I just didn't understand what you were trying to say. And then I didn't go get the 2x4. And then you got it and now it worked. So, moral of the story, every once in a while, I'm wrong. Is this all one board?
Yeah.
Did you nail it all? It looks like you nailed.
Yep. Probably not the next one.
This one?
No, go back one.
It's really... No, it's nailed.
Okay.
Oh.
Put the tip of the gun down. Put the back end up next to the joist. There you go. So I angle the nails down so that they don't interfere with the tongue.
It's warm and cozy in the cabin. The walls are so pretty. I love the lights recessed into the beams. There's so much I love about the cabin. Oh, this lens makes my face look kind of funny because it's like super wide angle. Almost 70 degrees. I just can't say enough to describe just how lovely it is to have the cabin this far. Like it's really starting to feel like a cabin. Wow. That is
Not perfect, but
looks pretty perfect. Holy cow. That is quite the cuts for quite the position of that board. It's probably one of the most finicky ones we've had so far. That looks great.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
waste these precious days till the pain subsides. In winter, I sit by the old wood stove and let the wet clothes dry. Tell me if you ever meant it. My path was straight, but then you bent it. You're my light and I am your shadow. Cut glass inside your window. This ghost won't ever come back. My light, we're with you.
This is the bedroom. I put it on super view, so it's really wide angle and it's gonna kind of warp it, but you can really get the full extent. And the ceiling is going to, if I get my way, stay exposed like that. It's like a home sawn 2x4s and the beams, and then the floor for the loft, which is like rustic looking wood. I just think it's really pretty, so I like that. We've got our twinkle lights up there too. Those aren't on right now, but should we try the twinkle light vibe? See what it's like. What a vibe! Is this weekend more relaxing than last weekend? Did you kind of get into some trouble last weekend? Oh, that looks so good.
We'll see.
What are you making?
Basically pork chops and fried onions. You already ate, bud. It's our turn. We worked hard today.
Yeah, we did. Feels amazing to actually have a bedroom.
Oh.
So I'm thinking like something coming down from here, like from under here. I don't know if it's a 2x4 or something, some kind of post coming straight down. And then you have this much space for ladder. It's gonna stick out, yeah, but I think you go up the wall here, and then you can use that the beam, and you'd have something to kind of grab onto to help pull you up with the ladder. We brought a bottle of wine and we would like to drink it. We didn't bring a wine opener and it's got a cork, so I just drilled a hole with a drill, a screw gun and a little drill bit. So there's a hole in it, and now we just want to like shove the cork into the bottle rather than trying to take it out in pieces. So that's what Cory's trying to do. We weren't gonna record it, but it's kind of funny so far. Oh, are you shoving it in that easy?
There.
Oh, I missed it. You shoved it in with a stick.
You drill a hole, it relieves the pressure.
Shove the cork in.
Just shove it in.
Yeah, so.
Stick compliments of Ethan.
Yeah, thanks, Ethan. Moral of the story. If you want to drink your wine and don't have a wine opener, sometimes it's easier to just push the cork in rather than trying to get it out. Maybe you already know this, but if you don't,
Now you do.
now you do.
You'll leave me a little bit.
That's very good. Good morning. I slept really well last night. The cabin stayed pretty warm. We didn't keep the fire going, so the fire went out, but I just got it started back up again to cozy up the cabin. It's kind of chilly. It's maybe 50 degrees in the cabin right now, but I slept super well. I think Cory did too. We had the sun peek out a little bit today, but it looks like it's just going to be kind of a cloudy, overcast, maybe possible rain today. There's a lot we want to get done in the cabin, but first we're making coffee in the percolator on the stove. The more we do on the cabin, the more excited I get, and I'm always thinking like one step ahead. I'm excited for the paneling to be done so we can put the floors in. I'm excited for the floors to be done so we can have a kitchen counter so I can like make food better. We're enjoying the time that we're at right now. That woodpecker, can you hear that? Just all morning long, it's just pecking away at the wood. We haven't seen the squirrel that we think lives in the squirrel nest by the cabin, but when Colt's here, a lot of the squirrels and chipmunks go into hiding because he likes to chase them. Not even warm yet. Cory's outside cutting the board that will fit right across there. It's just a little bit shorter than, the gap is just a little bit shorter than like how tall one of those boards are, so we're gonna see if it fits. You got the board?
Custom fabricated piece here.
Custom fabrication, wow. How fancy, I need my gloves.
And it's too long.
Oh no!
And let's shave a little bit off the end, I guess. That was the easy part.
Looks good. Just needed a little pounding. The boards worked.
He's like, what the heck? What the heck?
Pet me, pet me, pet me.
You want to see something funny? Watch this.
He's smiling. That's the spot. That's the spot. That's the spot.
Oh, I failed. Yeah!
We need some yoga. You have to do music for me. You're gonna build this
My
side?
very primitive way of... Oops. Ah!
What?
Very primitive way of drawing an arc.
Oh, that's why you asked for string.
So, we got a 32-inch doorway, or a little more, and we're going to very crudely hold our phone charging cable and draw it in an arc.
Okay.
And you've got 16 inches?
Sure.
Alright, I got this end. Are you ready?
Ready.
Yep, you gotta hold it without letting it. You gotta go a little bit longer. I suppose you may have.
There. You got some on.
Give me a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a challenge. It looks like a circle.
Okay. We want to cut the arch, but the saw can't get all the way to the edge because of the 2x4s from this side, funny enough. So we should have drawn the arch on the other side of the boards. So we're redoing it. Hot doggity.
Which,
We're gonna pull. Wow. There. Now can they see it? Kind of. Anyways, it's a perfect arch. Wow!
we got a doorway.
It's beautiful. Holy cow. That is incredibly wonderful.
Now if we did it right, we'll see the sunset.
I love it. I think it looks perfect already. I wouldn't change a thing. Are these boards nailed down?
The ones on your left are not.
Thank you.
Got the broom.
Oh no. Time for round 2. Almost.
Almost. You got
Literally
this.
round 2.
You're picking up the dad jokes.
Wow,
How's that for goodly?
that is beautiful.
Woo! We got some dust in here.
I'm impressed.
This is our house of wonders.
Yeah, when you build it yourself, you can do what you want.
That's right. There's no rules. No rules. Okay, we have our PEX tubing going through the wall over to our pump and battery and all that stuff over in the corner. We are going to put elbows on so we can drain out the lines and then have hoses going up to our faucet when we get a cabinet.
Yeah, so we had a thing, we had like a T or an elbow so that the pipes went down to drain. We're gonna kind of change it up. It was like this. Cory just cut it. But we want it to be able to drain down because when we like winterize it, it's just gonna drain down into a bucket down here. Yeah,
so for those of you that don't know how PEX works, the PEX system, you have fittings with some, not really barbs, but collets on there.
Collets.
And then the tube fits around that, and then there's a brass ring that you crimp down. So we're going to cut this to approximately the length we want it. I already cut this one.
So it'll drain right into the bucket.
So somewhere right in there. Got a really sharp little guillotine here that makes really nice clean cuts. Just like that. You put the collar on first on both sides. Put the little collar on. Of course, I think there's insulation on there. Just like that. You put your fitting in, and then you can either crimp it immediately or put the other one on. Also, make sure your bands are where the barbs are. Make sure the tubing's all the way up, and then the crimping tool.
Wait, so how does the water go up?
The water's not gonna go up. Water, we want it.
This is just to drain the pipes?
Gravity.
I'm confused.
For our sink, we're going to connect down here.
Oh, I thought this was just...
This line will go to our faucet, and this one will go into the bucket.
So that's the...
So I gotta cut this off.
So it's gonna pump it back up to the sink.
Yep.
I didn't understand that. Okay. Okay. Gonna crimp it shut.
Yep.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
2 crimps if you're concerned. A few moments later. Yep, we might need pliers.
So this right here, this is what we're trying to get off. It is very warm.
You can tell that those crimps really clamp down on that.
You hold the camera. I want to try and get it, show you up. Okay, never mind. We were waiting until we finished this area and fixed it. That's why we don't have more boards in here yet. So now we're going to do that. We have some boards, like I said from before, that were not finished, that we want to use up, get all of the polyacrylic boards up, so that when we come back next time, I can just go through and put the first coat of polyacrylic on all of the unfinished boards, and then do all of the coats, rather than putting the poly on now and then installing some more of the unfinished boards and blah blah blah. So the bathroom.
Okay.
Move our toilet into its location. So the bathroom here will obviously have a door, and then that's the toilet. The shower will be back here. There's a lot of space. It looks kind of small with all this stuff in it, but that'll be the shower. This will move this way just a little bit and probably line right up to the kind of edge of the door. So you'll be able to look out the window from the toilet, and then maybe we'll put up like a mirror or something. Bathroom mirror. And now we have our closet back. So this will be a little closet. We might put a little dresser in here, like a shelf, maybe a shelf up there. So it'll be utilities and then closet for stuff. I just love the arch. I think that's just super pretty, and that one too. This is our chaga. I don't know who found this. Was it us or was it Ethan?
I don't know.
Might have been Ethan, but it's brown on the inside, black on the outside. We've had this since last summer. So maybe we'll process it. I've never done that before, so that'd be new for me. If we do it, we'll show you in the future. So watch our videos in the future if you want to see us attempt. This looks a little suspicious. Like that might be somebody's house. Oh, yep, that's mouse poop. Look at that. Rock wool is supposed to be mouse resistant. But that looks like a mouse house. How are you doing, Colt? That's your stool.
I guess.
That thing's heavy.
You want one? Uh-oh, what?
Sounds like it's cracking. I love it.
What do you think, Chief?
I think it looks wonderful.